Well, good morning, tubers. This is Crypto Big Boss coming to you again on the 6th of August, 2021. And I come with good news and bad news. Well, first, I always want to do the good news first. So let's talk about what's going on in the crypto market. As you can see, I'm over here on CoinMarketCap. And I went ahead and sorted all the biggest movers, and we can see it's the usual suspects. We've got Internet Computer up almost 19%. It's at 18.67, and Ravencoin again is up 16.94%. Whoever would have thought? Here we go. We're on the comeback, y'all. Elron up 14%. Phantom up 13%. Voyager 17%, Maker up 10%. And folks, we do have videos on all of these particular cryptocurrencies on this channel, and we invite you to check them out so you can get some insight into what we believe the targets are for those cryptocurrencies this year. So the good news is that the crypto markets are continuing to rebound. The bad news is D-Day is upon us. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to flash you over here. Let's start off over here on Decrypt. There's a nice article talking about the crypto industry mobilizing to stop the controversial tax plan that's in Congress all week. These folks have been debating back and forth, and it's just awful what we've got going here. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about it so we can understand what and how it's going to impact us. Basically, it comes down to a couple of senators putting together these plans that are ultimately going to increase taxes on people who are basically operating the infrastructure of the crypto space. So let's dig into this. The crypto community is not happy at all with the recent tax amendments that seemingly target decentralized finance. If it passes, a lot of crypto related entities will have to either leave the US or shut down. And the article is going to explain why they feel this way. So let's dig into this. So as the crypto community is pushing back against the recent crypto tax amendment that could have disastrous effects on the burgeoning industry, according to a new petition published on Fight for the Future. This is a red alert, a provision that's so poorly written it could crush the cryptocurrency ecosystem and dramatically expand U.S. government surveillance, has been added to the must-pass bipartisan infrastructure package at the last minute. Late breaking, the White House is coming out formally in support of the Warner-Portman Cinema Crypto Amendment, implicitly against the Toomey-Wyden-Loomis plan. Okay. The Biden administration has recently backed a new tax amendment, one of those two proposed that targeted decentralized finance and proof-of-stake protocol, presented by Senators Robert Portman and Mark Warner. The amendment would expand the breadth of taxation on crypto transactions and introduce new reporting requirements for entities entities classified as brokers. Let me read that to you again. I'm going to highlight that right there. Presented by, this here was presented by Rob Portman and Mark Warner. Okay, I'm going to get my highlighter straight here. What they're doing is, folks, they are trying to raise the taxes on the crypto markets. Okay? Lawmakers also provide an exemption from these obligations but only to proof of work networks. The two largest proof of work networks, Bitcoin and Ethereum. The latter network, however, will shift to proof of stake. They're talking about Ethereum in the near future. So let me break this down. Bottom line is they started off with the Warner Portman Cinema Crypto Amendment, okay, to a bill that was going to raise taxes on crypto anyway. Okay, so these amendments, the senators are going back and forth trying to lessen taxes on certain groups in the crypto space while others are lobbying for more control. So some people believe that the holdings of those who have crypto need to be reported to the IRS and whatnot. So they keep going back and forth about the level of monitoring of people's assets, people's personal assets. Now, once upon a time when crypto wasn't a $1 trillion market, no one gave a damn. Now, all of a sudden that there's some money over here, we got these people sitting up here saying we need to have more regulation. We need to have more regulation. And notice that they keep talking about some infrastructure. They're talking about the crypto community is pushing back against the recent crypto amendment that could have disastrous effects. And they keep talking about some infrastructure bill that this is supposed to help. We're going to dig into that. So all week, here's another article talking about it. These folks have been sitting up here talking about cryptocurrency brawl bogs down the infrastructure. Okay, look at this one. So you got Janet Yellen here and the House. They're sitting up here fighting about these changes to these bills that are going to affect the crypto. And if you look here, they have another reference to this infrastructure bill. The Biden administration is pushing back against the last-minute effort by a bipartisan group of senators to limit a proposal in the infrastructure bill to increase federal regulation of cryptocurrency. Okay, why do we need to increase federal regulation of cryptocurrency? Okay, and what the hell is this infrastructure bill? Well, let's jump over here. I'm going to look at the, here's what they call the infrastructure bill, okay? Now look at this. Which priorities are not included in the infrastructure bill? So this right here this is an excerpt from the Washington Post, and it talks about what it is. Bipartisan infrastructure deal that advanced Wednesday in the Senate includes approximately $550 billion in new spending to rebuild roads, bridges, public transit systems, and invest in broadband infrastructure, according to a detailed summary of the deal circulated to senators obtained by the Washington Post. The new spending falls short by $579 billion outlined in a blueprint that the Senate negotiators released in June, with the public transit spending seeing the biggest cut. The agreement is a quarter of President Biden's initial $2.65 trillion American Jobs Plan, which included several Democratic priorities not traditionally considered part of the core U.S. infrastructure. Now, let me see if I got this bullshit straight here. Y'all are sitting up here trying to tax some more debt on. Okay, you're trying to create jobs out of thin air, American Jobs Plan. You're going to go over here and you're going to continue to rebuild the roads, and you're fixing all the bridges and stuff, and I'm in agreement with that. But my question is what the hell we got doing for all the tax money that you already were getting? So somehow you ain't getting enough. So you're sitting up here, you're falling short by $550 billion. So you see the honey hole over here with the crypto, and you want to come and get 20. That's what this says. This says is going to be about $28 billion over the course of 10 years that you guys are going to be able to get out of crypto markets, because y'all have increased federal regulation of the cryptocurrency markets. That's what I'm hearing, y'all. This is a money grab. It's a money grab. The people of the world saw that the system was broke, and they saw that this technology solved a lot of problems with regards to the movement of money between continents and between countries and between people. They stopped what they were doing. They started looking at the technology, and they invested in the technology. And these worms came up here and decided that they just had to get a piece of it. They don't know hardly anything about it, but they're going to come up with increased federal regulation so that they can scrape off the top of it and fix the roads. You know, it's a funny thing about math. You know, the Washington Post did a great job here. They actually just told you straight up that they need 550 billion in new, includes approximately 550 billion in new spending. New spending falls short by 579 billion. And they don't know where to get the damn money from, so they just go making up shit. Yeah. Need to increase federal regulation. Yep. We need to go rob Peter to pay Paul. Oh, yes, right. You're Peter and I'm Paul. They're coming for your crypto in the form of increased legislation. We need to increase federal regulation, okay, to make it safer. What are you making safer? The roads. Oh, I see the tie there. That makes sense. Somehow you need to increase my taxes to fix the roads that you already were getting money for. Isn't that why we collect taxes? You got sales tax, you got property tax, you got all kinds of tax on everybody's wages and what they make, but somehow you just got to get a piece of this too. I tell you what, if somebody could figure out how to make money drawing a stick man, and somebody got $1 trillion from doing that, they would say stick man tax regulation right there in the Congress of the United States, and they'd be sitting up here debating. That's why I said at the beginning of this, D-Day is upon us, y'all. Supposedly, this Saturday, the 7th of August, they're going to try to nail down this legislation and vote on it in the hallowed halls of Congress. And they're going to try to discern what the increase in our taxes is going to be, because what? They got to fix the bridges and the roads and the public transit system. They're falling short. Let me see. American Jobs Plan. Oh, you want to create jobs. Okay, while American Rescue Plan is changing the course of the pandemic and delivering relief for working families, this is no time to build back to the way things were. This is the moment to reimagine and rebuild a new economy. The American Jobs Plan is an investment in America that will create millions of good jobs, rebuild our country's infrastructure, and position the United States to compete with China. Public domestic investment as a share of the economy has fallen by more than 40%. The American Jobs Plan will invest in America in a way we have not invested since we built interstate highways and won the space. What the hell? You know, this whole FDR mentality of creating jobs, isn't that what bloated the federal infrastructure in the first place? And then Mr. Trump had to get in there and tear that up a little bit. And here we go, bloating it again. And all the while, how are they going to finance this? They're going to finance this without your consent, by raising taxes on possibly the greatest improvement in technological history, cryptocurrency. They'll go after anything. But right now, they're going to focus on cryptocurrency. Next, they might be looking at your retirement plan and your Social Security. I don't know. But I want to stay focused on the fact that they have finally recognized cryptocurrency is a real technology. They are trying to get smarter on it. I just hope that they don't ruin the opportunity for the people who are entrusted with building the infrastructure by taxing the hell out of them and then making them want to leave the United States and go somewhere where they don't have to put up with this crap. Because that's probably what's going to happen, according to the folks here on Decrypt who wrote this article. It's going, because there's no way for these people to actually keep track of all the transactions. If you're going to look at the folks as brokers, all these people running these mining machines as brokers, they have no knowledge of the transactions. They just set up the machines, make sure they have power, and let them rip. If you require those people to provide information regarding the transactions, they flat just can't do it. They won't be able to comply, so they're just going to leave. That's what these articles are talking about. And all this so that you can scrape $28 million over here in this little pile and fix some bridges and roads that you should already have money for. I'm going to get off my soapbox, folks. We'll have to see what the good Congress does. I hope that you found this information informative. I hope that you stay tuned to this channel. We're going to be following this. We're going to be making sure that everybody that is within my voice's reach is in the know about what the folks in Washington are trying to do to your crypto. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll catch you on the next one.